So the UAW, all right. A lot of people keep asking me, why is the strategy playing out the way that it's playing out? Well, first and foremost, we need to give you an update on the latest layoffs. Basically, the latest people that won't have the ability to be able to feed their family this Thanksgiving and Christmas. Oh, hold on, I got to turn it up.
Will not be reporting to work today as the company continues to lay off people.
With the United Auto Workers strike now in its fifth week, UAW President Shawn Fain is taking heat after turning down Ford's latest offer. Fox News' Erica Francis is live this morning and has the latest. Erica.
Hey, good morning to the both of you. Yeah, we are now approaching 40 days. You can see we are standing in front of all of these picketing workers. This, of course, at the Ford assembly plant.
That picketing line looking real thin out here in these streets. That picket line is looking real thin. It's a lot of people that's laid out there. I don't see a whole lot of people on the picket line. Why y'all ain't supporting y'all members? Y'all was supporting them in the very beginning. How come y'all not out there honking y'all horns no more? It's getting real lonely. A lot of people just driving by. They not honking their horns for the union.
Here in Wayne, let me step out of the way so you can get a better picture of what we're seeing here. Meantime, the UAW considering a number of offers from the automakers, but still no deal, and it's having a lot of ripple effects. The latest round of layoffs includes workers at a transmission plant near Cincinnati, along with a handful of workers at the components plant in Ypsilanti. They
don't even want to protest. I'm gonna be honest with you. They doing it so they can get their $500. They don't even want to protest no more. Morale is low. Money is low. Repo Man is sitting at the door. Don't y'all know that they never going to get that money back? See? Look at Brittany. You have a strike post, so it's like working, meaning that you wouldn't have to work for something that you champion, right? You don't have to pay me in order to show up for something that's really meaningful to me. Right? This is coordinated. You don't have to coordinate for people that are passionate about something because they just show up and they just advocates for it and they're passionate about it and they're going to do it. No, these people are doing it because they have to. They have to. It's organized as a result of it.
Layoffs, of course, a consequence of the ongoing strike. The big three all offering raises of more than 20% now, putting auto workers well above the median income rate in the United States. So what's the holdup? A lot of people are asking this question, and why not sign a deal right now? We asked one industry insider what they're waiting for. Listen.
There's no question that over the last couple of decades, their incomes have flatlined when you inflation adjust it. And meanwhile, management has made out spectacularly well. So as I've argued all along, it is time to pay these workers a whole lot more. But I think they've got that in the contract right now. That's why I'd like to see them wrap it up.
No. See, nobody said that they didn't deserve a raise. What we did say, though, is you greedy. You greedy. I think that everybody deserves a raise that is working hard and out there taking care of business. I am in support of chasing a bag. But you done got greedy because you looking over there across the room and trying to see what everybody else making, and so you comparing yourself. All right. You know what? Like I said, you know what the interesting thing about it is? The longer that this drags out, regardless of what their raise is, they're never going to be able to recoup what they lost. The first year, they're going to still be digging out of the hole that they made for themselves as a result of the protests. Listen. If you do the math, you're still not going to be making what you thought that you made because the amount of money that you're losing as a result of the strike would then negate all of the gains that you're going to make as a result of whatever it is that you accept. It's math. It's pure math. 23%. I heard that the auto workers are sitting on 23% raises, COLA, cost of living adjustments. They're not giving you no 32-hour work week. What you thought that this was? They done gave y'all concessions. They gave you job protections, strike protections, everything. They said, nah, we want record contract. Okay. All right. Hold on, let me see. Wait. Where my sound go on this? Here, let's hear what Shawn Fain, because Brittany texted me the other day, and Brittany says, Anton, I see you in the chat for the UAW updates. I ain't even respond to her. I said, I'm not going to respond to Brittany because Brittany want to be petty. So let me go over here to what Shawn Fain had to say this past week, this last Friday, in order to update the membership and keep them reinvigorated on what the latest updates are. All right, let me move it forward. Let me get to the real part, because they be doing a lot of delaying. Got a lot of propaganda in here.
In the past 24 hours,
here we go.
We've gotten new offers from 2 of the 3 companies. So despite all the bluster about how much the companies have stretched, there's clearly still room to move. But there's also a lot going on across our union,
I'm gonna
not
speed
just
it
in
up.
the big 3. This week, nearly 1,000 UAW members walked out on strike at 3 casinos here in Detroit as part of the Detroit Casino Council.
No wonder they walked out. No wonder they walked out. Well, did you know that a portion of the casino workers are represented by the UAW, which is one of the reasons that they walked out? What I also learned was that they have different unions all throughout the Detroit casino, so they're represented by up to 3 to 4 different unions. So the majority of the ones that walked out was UAW members. Yeah, the majority of the ones over at the casino walked out because they were UAW members. And so when I went in and I seen what was going on and everything was playing out and everything was being taken care of, and then I flipped it back, right? I said, let me do a little bit of research. Let me do a little bit of deep dive. And I called some friends over there, some friends and family and so on and so forth. They said, listen, we got people walking out over here too. All right, I got you, Shawn. Let's hear a little bit more.
Workers barely got a raise, so they've launched the first ever wall-to-wall casino strike. Yesterday, we joined those members, along with Blue Cross Blue Shield UAW members on strike and Big 3 UAW members on strike. Secretary-Treasurer Margaret Mock and Vice President Mike Booth told the crowd that this isn't just about one industry or one workplace. It's about the whole working class finally standing up to corporate greed. Sunday night, the master contract will expire, covering 1,100 workers at General Dynamics in Region 1, Region 2B, and Region 9. At a time when there's endless money for war, somehow there's still no money for the working class. And shamefully, General Dynamics won't even agree to make Veterans Day a paid holiday, despite 25% of their workforce being military veterans.
Nah, get your butt to work. Do y'all know why the UAW didn't do just a flat out walkout straight across the board? Does anybody in the chat know why the UAW didn't strike, but they were being a lot more strategic than hitting certain plants? Anybody? I'm going to watch the chat. I'm going to play this a little bit more, and then you tell me what y'all think, why the UAW is not specifically striking across the board, but they're being very targeted in this new strategic move that they have going on.
Last weekend, I went out to Pennsylvania and Maryland to meet with our nearly 4,000 members on strike at Mack Trucks. After voting down a tentative agreement by 73%, the members are ready to fight for more, and we've got their back 100%. Region 8 Director Tim Smith, Region 9 Director Dan Vicente, and myself went out there for strategy meetings with the membership and bargaining committees to talk about how we can do things differently, fight harder, and win bigger.
Most of these people is not saying that they want to continue to fight. Brittany says she at work right now paying for the strike fund. That is correct. It would be too expensive, as Azriel and several people in the chat saying, if they went on strike, because they would have to spend all of their strike fund paying everybody $500 a week. And so what happens is they then say, well, we're going to only strike over here, and we're going to make these members over here, y'all going to suffer the pain. You know what? It's time for the Kentucky Tuck Plan to join this strike with us because we want to hit them where it hurt. They don't want to upset the entire membership, by then forcing them to be on strike, which then would reduce the amount of money that they would have to pay, which would then cause them to have to be held accountable to their membership. You got to remember that this is just as much. See, what UAW members don't understand is that they have to campaign for these positions to become president of UAW, whatever position, president, union leader, whatever, right? I got you, food fashion. I'm going to read that shortly. They have to campaign in order to get these positions. The same way that Joe Biden and them got a campaign, and they got to go out there and drum up support in order to become president. They have to do the same thing within these unions, right? And so it's still politics because A, they have to make sure that they keep up support from the union, right? So as long as you're not being affected over here in this plant, but these people are suffering over here, we can still keep a level of, what is the word for it? Support amongst the majority of the membership while also seeking a record contract because they have to ensure that they still have the support of the leadership. Now, if everybody was suffering in the pain like they said, then do you think that the support would still be the level of what it is? On top of the idea that if they have a prolonged strike amongst all of the UAW members nationwide, they would quickly start to run out of money because they can't afford to put up that $500 every single week for every single member and all of those people that then would be on strike. So now you got people getting laid off. And they got to go over to the unemployment line, right? And then there's some people getting strike pay. And then these people are suffering over here and they standing outside with their picket signs fighting for everybody. But then on the other side of it, these people over here is still at work for now, temporarily, because Ford is continuing to lay people off. General Motors is continuing to lay people off. Stellantis is continuing to lay people off. And so it's all one big game. When they're in these strategy rooms and they having these conversations, and the reason why he's continuing to drop these videos on a regular basis in order to give you guys an update on what's going on with the strike fund and all of that is because they finessing you. They want to keep you in solidarity because they understand that they don't necessarily have to share in the pain. Somebody let me know in the chat. I'm just curious. Does Shawn Fain and the rest of the union leadership share in the cuts that you guys have to experience? Is Shawn Fain only getting $500 a week? Because I believe in leading from the front. It's very easy to be able to get rah-rah and roo-roo when you're the one that's really getting it. But if you're not sharing in the pain at your membership, even the lowliest of them, if you're not sharing in the pain of what the rest of the membership is sharing in, then how can you truly be a reflection of it? Brittany just said it. I don't feel right making my whole check while others is out. How are your leadership not sharing in the pain, but then saying that they need to do this when they don't really understand that you'll never, ever be able to recover as a result of it? I'm just curious. How are y'all supporting? Because you keep saying, I've read comments over the weekend for different clips that drop. They said, Anton is a true capitalist. Anton is a capitalist. How can he not identify with the majority of his people that support his channel and is subscribed to his channel and watching his show? How can he not see where it is? Listen, my likes on those videos that I drop is like 98, 99%, which means that people get it. Let me tell you the difference between me and everybody else, right? I'm going to tell you the difference between me and everybody else. I'm an honest capitalist, meaning that I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening, where I stand, and why I am a capitalist. But more importantly, the one thing that you can respect is that I'm going to tell you the truth. That's the difference. See, it's much harder when you're dealing with people that's going to tell you a lie or a white lie. I'm going to tell you the truth, and then I'm going to tell you how you need to move a little bit differently in order to not be in that position again. Everybody else, they just going to finesse you. I'm going to tell you the real. I am absolutely a capitalist. And more importantly, the automakers are working for people like me. You know why? Because I'm a shareholder. I have a vested interest if they become successful or not. Now I can talk pretty recklessly because I no longer have a vested interest in whether they're going to be successful or not, outside of the fact that I'm more invested in Tesla and I've shored up my position in them because I understand that they're going to be the beneficiaries of you guys continuing to support this political agenda that's incentivized financially for this man to continue to drop these videos every Friday. See, the people at least can respect me because they know I'm going to tell them the truth. Whether we disagree or not, at the very least, you know where I stand on a position. That's why Trump got so much respect. It wasn't that people all 100% agreed with him. It was that at least he told us the real. Trump came through and he said, yo, man, y'all schools is messed up in the black community. Y'all been voting Democrat all these years. You might as well start to give us a chance so we can see if we can help you. And then he gave the most money over to HBCUs than any president in history, and you still revolted against him. You said you wanted the black. He was the only president that said, you know what, Cube, we'll meet with you. Ice Cube, we'll meet with y'all. We want to see what y'all agenda is. Let's see. Let's kick it for a little bit. Let's see what we can do. And then Biden and them said, hey, once this election is over and we win, we going to meet with y'all, and you never heard from them again. So you'd rather have the person that make you feel good and lie to you than the person that's going to tell you the truth so that you can solution for, or at the very least come to a conclusion as to how it is that you can get out of the situation and become better as a result of it. Is that what you're telling me? Okay, I get it. Now I understand what makes sense in the black community. This is why rap music is so popular. This is why our cultural norms are so messed up. You'd rather feel good than hear that truth because that's the thing that's going to get you past where it is that you're supposed to be. I got it.
The bargaining team met with Mac this week, and the company basically said they just wanted to rearrange the deck chairs and try to get a revote. But the members have already spoken. The council said no, and we expect Mac to come back with something real and quick. At ZF in Alabama, members recently voted to ratify a new agreement that will close the wage tier and grant more time off the job. These members stood strong on strike for a month and have a new contract to show for it.
Now that's a white lie. Let me tell you something. They struck, and then the company wouldn't budge on most of the issues that they were still striking for. And they said, you know what, we tired. Let's go ahead. Because the UAW represents more than just the automakers. They represent so many different industries, and it strikes happening all across the country, including Mack Truck, right? Some other truck makers that's from a completely different company. And these companies is like, okay, we're going to see how deep it gets. Some of these places has been on strike for 80 days, and the people will tell you, man, it's tough out here. I'm tired. I'm ready to go back to work, fam.
Just about an hour ago, our members at Thombert in Newton, Iowa have secured a tentative agreement. They've held the line since August 1st and will vote tomorrow on this deal.
LL Mon said in the short term, people may be behind on what they lose during the strike, but the long term, every salary will be increased for the future. You have no clue how money works. If you think these people are about to start balling and making more money and it's going to actually help them, they're not going to see a change in their lifestyle at all. They have gotten the best that they can get based off of the timeline that they should have accepted it. But now we in a space to where they're looking to cripple the company, and who do you think are going to be the ones that suffer the most? Y'all have no clue. Y'all have no clue whatsoever. But it's all right. It's getting colder outside. Oof. Winter is coming. You jump into that new tax bracket, it's going to take more out of your paycheck. You actually going to be making less.
Congratulations to those workers on this important milestone. Meanwhile, we're still standing strong with our Region 9 members at Dometic and West Rock, who have been fighting like hell for a fair deal. Just this week, Local 1391 members at CVR Nitrogen, a fertilizer plant in East Dubuque, Illinois, voted 88-2 to reject the employer's latest offer and walked out on strike. The employer recently decided to mess with the workers' 401k, and our members in Region 4 aren't going to take that lying down. They stood up and joined the picket lines on Wednesday afternoon.
I know that strike fund is like, help me, strike line, picket line. Hey, did y'all know that they had last time y'all got a bonus that they told y'all to hold on to y'all bonus? Don't go out there. Don't go buy no Chargers, Challengers, Hellcats. Don't pay off y'all student loans. Don't do nothing. Stack your bonus. They took their union dues out of it. They took them huge taxes out of it. They taxed it at the highest tax rate when y'all got y'all last profit sharing check. And then you know what happened? They said, hold on to it because we're going to be striking this year. And y'all want to make sure that y'all got a little bit to carry y'all over. Did you do it? Nope.
At the Big Three, we're now well over a month into our stand-up strike. Our members on the line, especially those at our first stand-up targets at Local 900, Local 12, and Local 2250, have been out in the rain, in the cold, living off strike pay, wondering about the future.
Y'all know Shawn Fain is in he in the same bracket as me. Me and Shawn Fain, we the same. That's the part that y'all don't understand. Y'all think that Shawn is on your side. Shawn is on my side. Shawn petitioned to get this. Do you think that Shawn Fain would have petitioned to become president if the salary wasn't reflective and the benefits that came along with it was not like $350,000 a year? Why do union presidents make $350,000 a year? Why is their pay not commensurate with the average worker on the line if it's so meaningful? Y'all don't understand that Shawn Fain is getting more famous and more rich every single day, and y'all think that he's on your side. Shawn is on my side. Shawn's still getting paid. Shout out to Shawn Fain, bag chaser. I'm gonna have to hit him up, see what's happening for the golf down in Florida once this strike is over. We'll make sure there ain't no cameras there, Shawn. We got to make sure that you not getting captured on camera golfing while everybody else is on strike. Shawn is on my side. Why is Shawn making an excessive amount more than the rest of the union workforce than y'all? How come Shawn is not the first one to take a pay cut in order to get that $500 a week in strike pay? Shawn is more like me than he is like you.
I want to acknowledge the incredible courage and fortitude of these members and all of those holding the line. Our ability to hold out, to hit the companies economically, and to withhold our labor. This is our leverage, and this is our path to victory.
Who is our? You good over there, Shawn? Ain't nothing like the leader still leading from the back.
We have one tool, and that's solidarity. Everything we do, our picket lines, our rallies, our videos, and these Facebook Live remarks is in the service of building our solidarity and using it to win at the bargaining table.
Stand strong, guys.
Let me tell you what the company's path to victory is. Fear, uncertainty, doubt, and division.
Yeah.
Everything they do is in the service of fragmenting our membership.
Don't let them divide us.
They want you to think, what if they really do close a plant? That's fear. They want you to think, do I really know where this is headed? That's uncertainty. They hope you're wondering, does my union leadership really have my best interest at heart? And that's the doubt. Every time these companies...
He got to make sure that he reaffirms you guys that he does have your best interest at heart. And so he don't want you to doubt him. He got you.
Executives open their mouth. It is to increase the fear, increase the uncertainty, and increase the doubt among the membership.
Yeah.
They win when we lose our sense of purpose, when we lose our sense of unity.
Stay together.
And I've heard some members asking, when will we vote on this? Some members think maybe we've gotten as far as we can get and it's time to settle. I want to be clear. The membership is the highest authority in our union. You will always have the final say. Everything we do is in service of building the strength of our membership and building a better future for UAW members and the entire working class. But when we vote...
Whenever somebody tells you, if somebody asks you a question and they say, hey, listen, we're doing this on behalf of you and we got your back and we're going to make sure that you're taken care of and don't worry about it. We always going to represent what's in your best interest. But You always know that there's a but coming.
Strength of our membership and building a better future for UAW members and the entire working class. But when we vote, it will be from a place of strength. You don't make decisions on your future out of fear, uncertainty, or doubt. That's a recipe for disaster.
Which you're not sharing in. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how they say, listen, you have to move from a position of strength. Everybody not sharing in this pain, Shawn. Shawn. It's easier for you to say that because you riding the coattails of what it is that we protesting on top of. I think that Shawn would make a great. I think that Shawn Fain should be the mayor of Chicago. Nah, he don't want to take that type of pay cut. How much the mayor of Chicago make? Let me make sure that we all on the same page here. Hold on. Okay, they make about between 2 and 250. 216. Nah, Shawn ain't trying to take that $120,000 pay cut. He ain't trying to take that No, Shawn said, I ain't about to take no pay cut. I ain't about to be on no line with y'all. Let me see a little bit more of what he got to say.
That's what we've done for decades in this union.
Why are y'all paying them so much money? Y'all paying them $350,000 a year? Y'all think that that's commensurate? Wow.
For years, we've been playing defense at every step, and we've been going backwards. When we vote on a tentative agreement, it will be because your leadership and your council thinks we've gotten absolutely every dollar we can. We've looked at the company's proposals. We've costed their offer. And in my opinion, and in the opinion of the vice presidents, and in the opinion of your national negotiators, there is more to be won.
All right. We gonna see how that plays out for you. I want y'all to get y'all bag, but I just want y'all to understand that the price of freedom is high. The price of freedom is high, and if the union members are not demanding that Shawn Fain share in their pain the same way that he's asking you guys to share in the company profits, then I think that this is hypocrisy at its finest. That's just my personal opinion. You know me, I don't have a dog in a fight. Actually, I do got a dog in a fight because I do want Tesla to continue to win. But that's just my personal opinion.